Hey guys, welcome back to Tribe Talk. Today we're going to be talking about how ATT is destroying ad performance and how you can overcome that. So we have Anuroop here. Anuroop, can you just give us a little bit about what's happening and how you can overcome some of those new privacy updates, kind of tips and tricks, best practices for us? That would be awesome.
Hi, Katrin. So yeah, ATT is App Transparency Tracking, the new regulations implemented by Apple for iOS, and it's causing a lot of chaos because you've probably seen it. If you have the new update on your phone, you go to use an app for the first time, it actually asks you, do you want to be tracked or not? Most people, as you'd imagine, choose not to be tracked because they think tracking has a negative connotation. So now this has caused all sorts of chaos in terms of attribution, in terms of tracking conversions, and as a result, in terms of managing campaigns for people. So the thing is, even if you've taken all the steps that Facebook has recommended in terms of setting up server-side tracking, the conversions API, or even event prioritization and so on the dashboard, you're still seeing a lot of conversions roll in as delayed attribution. So not actually the day of, but maybe like if you have a 7-day window, right? Like 7 days later. And so literally have had those campaigns where you run them during the week. They seem like, oh wow, this test didn't really work out. Check it a week later, it actually was at a 3x ROAS. So we've literally done that testing. A few things I'd recommend for people: focus on your effective ROAS, not your campaign reported ROAS or your just campaign metrics there. Because look at how much you're spending, what's being brought in as a result. We've literally done tests where we've actually stopped ads on campaigns for clients for like a week, right? And we've seen declining sales on organic, on other channels as well, just because it wasn't seeming like the ads were bringing that many sales, but they actually were. They were not being tracked or attributed themselves. So I would recommend going ahead and making sure you run those, right? Making sure you're looking at things more holistically as a result of that. And then some more ideas, I'd say. Get a little more strengthened on the fundamentals of the platform, right? If you can look at trends quicker, if you can look at, okay, how many conversions I'm getting, what I need for this to optimize, it's going to really help in terms of making decisions quicker as well. I think those will be two key takeaways I'd mention.
Thanks for sharing. That's great. So is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I'd actually even say that because Facebook, Google, even Google and so for that matter, right? These platforms have done so well in terms of implementing machine learning and all these different, really complex technical data models and so into our ads, right? It did serve as a luxury for a lot of marketers to just being able to know how to use the platforms and rely on that. I would say definitely people should take time, like I mentioned, fundamentals of the platform. Also take time to really understand data modeling for digital marketing campaigns as well, right? Or even just how you'd market it for sales and really just kind of, basic economic stuff with that. Because I think it's going to be quite important to focus on if you have a limited amount of data, right? How do you now make a decision according to this, right? So for example, let's say you've been getting 8 sales a day, then you see a stagnation happen, right? And you're seeing now 3 sales a day or so. What is going to be your next step? Because although it's reporting as 3 sales, because of attribution issues, it might not be that. It actually might be producing more. But are you going to make the premature decision of cutting it off right then, just because you don't see the holistic data? Or are you able to then, like we talked about holistic tracking, right? Look at what's happening across the board on your Shopify store, come back to your Facebook shop, right? Facebook Ads Manager. And then from there, it'll be a matter of looking at it okay, if this is what's happening, I know I need X amount to optimize for the week. How do I now make a decision as to what I want to do, right? Do I need to scale horizontally now? Just because I know vertically scaling, it's going to cause some issues with the machine learning side. So I need to go ahead and expand horizontally. Those are all things that, again, you want to go ahead and brush up on the fundamentals of the platform. And then it's tough to explain all of that in a couple of minutes here. But those are going to be some things you want to definitely focus on and make sure your marketing team is focusing on.
So we hope that was helpful for you. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe our channel.